Yo, normally look, I normally have my boy Dylan. Like Dylan, look, start it off. But y'all see the looks on our faces, man. Myself and my boy Dylan, we in a great mood. Not because we giving y'all this wrestling content like that. That has a lot to do with it. But myself and my boy Dylan, if y'all are sneaker fans, like y'all see what's behind me, if y'all are sneakerheads as well, my boy Dylan is a sneakerhead too. We just got retail dubs on them Travis Scotts. And it's
Mhm.
great that we can talk about this because Travis Scott will be live when
Yeah,
Raw
that's
goes
true.
to Netflix. So it ties in. Raw goes to Netflix, what, Dylan, in 2 weeks? We
2
got the Travis
weeks.
Scotts that
Yep.
dropped today. Also, the Travis Scott WWE collab. Mine shipped out, bro. So I should have my man Cash shirts in pretty soon.
Yeah, I didn't get mine yet. I just ordered the hoodie or the zip up hoodie off there. I still
Mhm.
did not get any shipping, by the way. So
Word. Yeah, I mean
yeah,
it's been mad delayed, man. But like we feeling good. We feeling good. So
yep,
what we got for the people today, Dylan? By now they should know who we are, bro.
yeah. Ooh, where'd you get that shirt from,
Oh
huh?
yeah. Feeling lucky, boy. I pull out the Stone Cold shirts when I'm lucky, bro. Go ahead,
Oh.
bro. So Dylan, what we got for him today, bro?
Well, this week we're going to be starting off our top, I guess, series is what you can call it, like our top
Mm-hmm.
five, or top, five superstars of the year. And today we're going to be talking about the WWE best storyline or feud, however you guys want to, interpret this, of 2024. I know mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
You don't
curious to
know
know.
mine, bro. You you
I
you
don't
told
know.
me you told me yours.
Yeah.
But before we started filming, and I mean, it will only be like one of three. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bloodline storyline that's been going on for 3 years. We had the CM Punk, Drew McIntyre storyline. We got, I mean, can you put Seth in like maybe we would have had like a Seth and CM Punk. Like they're just starting to pick up right now. You
Yeah.
know what? I'm gonna let you talk about yours, bro. At first, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say Bloodline, but Bloodline, I wouldn't say it was the best. I would not say it's the best. But I want to hear what you got to say about yours.
So just to touch on the bloodline, for me, the reason why I didn't pick the bloodline storyline is because even though this year it was so good between having Solo, right? Because this is the first year Solo's been out on his own with the whole new bloodline. You
Mm-hmm.
had new members come in this year, Jacob Fatu.
Yeah,
We just talked
yeah.
about maybe we're going to do a video on our rookie of the year. He's got to be up there
Oh,
too,
100%,
as
bro.
a contender.
Yeah, I like
We
that.
had Tongaloa, Tamatanga
Hold
come
on,
in.
hold on, hold on, hold on, bro. Hold on. Shout out to my boy Tungaloa, man. Shout
So
out to my boy Tungaloa.
with the whole Rock situation too, bro, it is, and it's hard for me to pick between the two. But the reason I am choosing to go a different direction is because you got to remember too, we had a long period where the OG bloodline slash Roman Reigns was out this year because after
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania, he didn't
He
come
was
back
going to
until
Summer.
SummerSlam.
Yep.
So the reason why I am picking this feud or storyline is because it basically carried the entire summer all the way into what I think is also, we'll get into the top matches of the year, but this is number one for me as well. You had CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. That's the best feud. This thing started at the top of the year in the Royal Rumble when CM Punk got injured by Drew McIntyre, tore his tricep, had to be out of action for some time. This whole year, CM Punk has been an absolute menace, right? Costing Drew McIntyre. Couldn't even compete, and
Mm-hmm.
the dude is still costing him titles. I mean, Priest cashed in on him at WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre gets his moment, right? Finally wins the belt. CM Punk takes it away from him, snatches it underneath his feet. The whole thing that played out with the bracelet, yeah, did it get a little corny at some times?
And
Yes.
that's why I was gonna go
But
ahead.
the bracelet did have a payoff in what I considered to be the best match of the year, which was the Hell in a Cell match, Bad Blood, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. you had the payoff. He pulls out the the bag, right? Everybody always associates that bag with
Mhm.
thumbtacks ever since,
Mhm.
mankind, right?
Yep.
What was in the bag? It ain't no thumbtacks this time around. It was the bracelet chopped up into pieces, and they poured over the. It was great. It was the best tie-in because we were talking about it too from the
Yeah, we
weeks,
were
right?
tired of that
Like,
bracelet,
man,
bro.
like why are they worried about this bracelet? They finally brought it back, and that Hell in a Cell match, I don't think can be argued. It is a true Hell in a Cell match. They brought dignity back to a Hell in a Cell
They
match,
definitely did. They definitely
and
did.
that's why I give this as my feud of the year.
That feud was hot, but it had its cold moments. You know what I'm saying? The bracelet. What would have catapulted this to a whole nother stratosphere is if they would have brought back AJ Lee at some point during that feud. Now, you know what I said? We got CM Punk and Seth Rollins right now. Like
Yes.
if we keeping this stuff real life, right? CM Punk is gonna bring up Seth Rollins' wife. They just have to. This is what they love to do in wrestling. And CM Punk is gonna throw that right back in. If we can get an AJ Lee return from this Seth Rollins CM Punk, I will give that the hand over Drew, depending on how it goes.
But remember, we're talking about this year because that
You can
if it
still kind of say the CM Punk Seth Rollins feud is it's had
here
its it's been like this, bro.
not
It
really though,
not
because
really.
it started, and I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I'm just saying it started with CM Punk's return at War Games 2023.
And who was the
Okay,
first person? Mhm.
and they were trying to set that up, but that injury sidelined everything.
Yeah,
And who caused the injury? Drew McIntyre. So what did they immediately do? They pivoted to Drew McIntyre.
facts.
Seth Rollins was doing his own thing, bro. You got to remember for like pretty much all since and the Royal Rumble last year was in January. So like that's why I'm saying like the Seth Rollins is picking up now.
Now, yeah,
Now,
I
and
get you.
that's going to it'll be
It'll
I think
trickle into 2025, 100.
I,
percent
you know where I agree with you, bro. I think the CM Punk Seth Rollins can surpass
Yep,
Drew
yep.
McIntyre, but it's going to be 2025.
100%, bro. And the reason why that could potentially surprise is maybe we got a title in the picture. But I have to give it to you because for a feud to not have a championship on the line at all, you know what I'm saying? Most feuds are run by going for the World Heavyweight Championship or going for the WWE Championship. That that fuels the feud. Going for a World Heavyweight Champion, but no title was on the line. Did CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre that championship a couple times? Yes, but the title wasn't on line at one point. And I will have to say this was the most this was the most intriguing, and the only reason I have to give it to them, bro, over the bloodline is because Roman was absent for so long, and they had to carry that. And even when Roman came back, as far as the bloodline stuff didn't really get good until Paul Heyman came back. Like, let's be truthful. The bloodline storyline this year has been lackluster. It's had its moments. It's had its moments when it's picked up, but like right now, it's quiet again. You know what I'm saying? It's until Raw goes to Netflix. I feel like the Drew McIntyre CM Punk joint was, like you said, it carried honestly from WrestleMania all the way until when we had Hell in a Cell, when they got them a little bit of time off. So if I was to go ahead and say my favorite feud of 2024, it wouldn't be Bloodline. I mean, you got CM. I mean, who else would you say would even be a contender? If
I
if
mean,
we,
I,
if we really
not
if
that
we
it,
really
the only real other like feud, or I mean, it doesn't have to be
I mean, you
technically a
can do
feud.
Cody and KO. Oh, if I was to talk about Cody and KO, because you got to think about it, bro. Their feud has been it's been going up and down, kind of like a beating heart. You know what I'm saying? It has its moments where the heart is beating fast, and it has its moments when the heart is beating slow. You got to remember they fought at WWE Backlash, so
Mhm.
this was some time ago. You get what I'm saying? So their
Mhm.
feud has been good. Their feud is getting great now. You know what I'm saying? Like how if we're looking at great feuds, we're looking at something that started and just went. And that
Yeah.
was a CM Punk and Drew. Like they really had no breaks. They just went
Mhm.
crazy. The Cody Rhodes stuff, man, you got too many other people involved. You got Randy Orton involved, you got KO involved. So it's not 1v1 like how you would have CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. So if it was one, I would have to agree with you and say CM Punk and Drew. And on top of that, Drew is not done.
No.
Drew is not done, bro. Drew has became a menace. Like when Drew McIntyre re-signed with WWE, I knew they were gonna have him doing some great things, bro. Because they can't lose him. Y'all gotta promise my man something intriguing enough for my man's estate. And we just now getting started. Like this Drew McIntyre CM Punk feud is gonna lead with some bloodline stuff. That's why this one was so good, bro, because you got so many branches
Mhm.
that this feud low key kind of branches off into as well. But it also makes you think that how good has the bloodline story been to the fact that CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is involved in this. You get what I'm saying, bro? It's just like that makes me kind of not, downplay the bloodline feud. Now, when you say storyline, I gotta change and I gotta go with bloodline. Because without the bloodline, none of this stuff would be going in. No CM Punk and Seth could still be having their stuff. CM Punk, but it still plays part. Drew got issues with the bloodline. CM Punk is some way involved in it. Seth Rollins. So anybody that you can think of, Dylan, any top wrestlers right now, any top wrestlers right now has something to do with the blood. The bloodline feud is not just Roman versus Solo. So I'm sorry, y'all, for changing, but I gotta go with my original. I gotta go with my because now that I'm really thinking about it, the bloodline is the umbrella, and everything else just follows underneath that
Well,
umbrella. So we still living in a 3-year storyline. So I guess I still gotta go with the bloodline.
well, you make a good point. It's the umbrella, right? Well, it is the bloodline of WWE right now. It
Mm-hmm.
is ingrained in everything, and that's why it was hard for me to pick it. However, when I also look at matches, because that's a very important
Mm-hmm.
factor,
Mm-hmm.
that was the best match of the year, Drew
100%.
McIntyre and CM Punk.
100%.
So you had a great payoff. Like, yeah, we had the tag team match with Cody and Roman against, Solo. You know what I mean? It's like that wasn't a top tier match. CM Punk Drew McIntyre was a top tier match.
100%.
Now let me just touch on the bloodline as a runner up for me, definitely, because you had mentioned a little bit that maybe it was a little bit lackluster in the beginning.
Mhm.
However, I have to give credit where credit is due. Solo Sikoa has now become a star in my opinion. He has
He's getting
broken
there.
out. Bro, he broke out this year, out from that shadow. I don't know how you can argue that because even his presence on
I can't.
television now,
I just need Solo. I just need Solo to get better on the mic.
he
That's
is though. He is getting better
he's
on the
getting
mic.
there, bro. But I still feel like this bloodline is missing. Like it's almost like having. It's almost like having
They
a
they need
group.
their own Paul Heyman.
They but is Solo the real star in the bloodline? He's not. Jacob is the real. So
Yeah,
I can't deny what you're saying. As far as Solo has had a breakout year, you can
yeah.
have a breakout year, but what does the crowd want? The crowd want Jacob, bro. The
Well,
WWE is protecting Jacob so much that bro, they did a kayfabe. Well, I won't say a kayfabe. Like he literally did look like he got hurt when he was in that boot. But they did that so Roman wouldn't touch him. Like they're saying, you remember what Paul Heyman said? I'm not
yeah,
saving. You
they
remember?
did, but then they ended up doing it anyway because remember Jacob's in the boot, and that's when Roman came in with the whole, when they were in the steel cage and everything, and
Mhm.
they still had their interaction. So that whole thing was weird to me anyway. But let me just go back to my point
Go
real
ahead.
quick about Solo before I'm going to lose my my train of thought on this. Solo plays his part perfectly. He's supposed to be the opposite of Roman, right? Or let's just say maybe not the opposite, but develop that role just more as a heel. And I
Mhm.
think he has been playing it perfect, bro. He is starting to get some aura. Let's not like you can't yes, you
I
cannot
think
deny
maybe
this,
I'm just
bro.
too focused on Jacob, bro.
I
Like
think you are.
my
And
eyes
Jacob
is on a new
Jacob
shiny
is
car right now.
he is going to be a breakout star, bro. He can solidify himself as a star on his own. I completely agree. I'm talking about in playing a role. Solo has taken this new bloodline storyline, and you got to be on. You got to be remembers when Roman was out for all those months. Solo's the face now, right? Like he well, I'm talking about a face of the bloodline storyline. Don't I know you're gonna nitpick and say he's not the face. No, he's the face of the bloodline
He
storyline.
is.
He's front and center.
He
So
is.
the fact that he was able to carry it on his own, you got to remember, man. Other than what 20, the
He
end
didn't
of
carry it on his
2020,
own though, bro.
hold on,
Jacob helped him.
Jacob only came in later though. You got to remember. That's what I'm
Ja-
talking about.
he came in, bro.
Jacob came in after Tonga, after Tonga Loa. Solo's been that staple. He's been that point in that new bloodline for for the the whole time since he made the switch and said, "I'm now the tribal chief." He's been that guy the whole time. And again, we are, I feel like, going to start to get some more pieces involved in this as well. However, I just wanted to give credit where credit is due to Solo. Now, is Jacob going to go out on his own and be that star? Absolutely, bro. They're eventually going to do him versus Roman. They're going to build something up big. Eventually, I feel like maybe down the line, Jacob takes over, turns on Solo, so on and so forth. Yes. But we have to work with what we got. Me and you get so far ahead with predictions.
We
I
do,
feel like
bro.
it clouds what actually occurred, and we have to base it on what actually happened and not just looking into the future.
And what actually happened, bro? Like I wouldn't say Solo. Solo picked up a great win when he pinned Roman. Like that was his highlight. That was his highlight as him being the leader of the new bloodline. But even even to go back to you calling Drew McIntyre and CM Punk the feud of the year.
Mhm.
While I'm saying this bloodline feud made like look what happened yesterday, bro. Look what happened on SmackDown. And I told you, I'm like, Drew is not gonna let these cats live. He even came on SmackDown and confronted Solo. Like
Yep.
Drew, but the thing is, what I predict is gonna happen at Raw when Raw goes. Like it's really just building up, bro. You got Drew McIntyre going to Solo and saying, "What's stopping me from kicking you in the face? Ah, you don't like Roman either. What can we do to dethrone this man?" Drew McIntyre is gonna cost Roman Reigns the Ula Fala at Raw goes to Netflix, and now we got Roman Reigns. So the bloodline storyline is still
Hang on though.
what?
That will be 2025. Again, we get so far ahead
I know,
with
I know.
looking at this.
I'm just saying, just as far as the bloodline just being involved
Oh, I agree. Yeah,
in
it's
in
yes.
every like it
Yes.
don't matter if it's Drew McIntyre, if it's LA Knight, if it's
Mhm.
Cody Rhodes, if it's KO, if it's Randy Orton, if it's Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, and I'm naming top CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed. I'm naming top guys, bro. Every single one of these people or persons it's under this bloodline umbrella and they got beef some way, somehow with the bloodline. So that's why I'm just like, man, like this bloodline story is basically WWE right now, bro. Even when The Rock returns, this is
Mhm.
bloodline business. So I don't know, man. Y'all let us know. I feel like either I want to lean more towards CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre because it's 1v1, but the bloodline has never been 1v1. So it's kind of tough to be like Roman versus Solo. was a feud. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
It
in a
it
sense, you
yeah,
gotta do bloodline versus the
but
world at
it's
this point.
but it's still a storyline, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's why I said in the beginning, it could, could be interpreted feud or storyline. And again, bro, I agree with you, and a lot of the points that you make. I just feel like the reason why CM Punk Drew McIntyre pushed me over the edge to declare it as mine is because we already got the payoff. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep, yep,
We
yep,
we still have
yep,
yet to get that real big
yep.
payoff, and like you said, maybe it will happen January 6th on Raw. Maybe Drew does finally cost him, right? But that'll happen in the new year. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Mhm.
I just was leaning for just focusing on 2024. That's why I give it to CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. And you're right, bro. Drew McIntyre, if we just want to talk about the future real quick, you've twisted me on this because now stuff has been going into play.
It's gonna happen.
I still don't know what the heck is gonna happen at WrestleMania because we every day, bro, like me and you talk about it, we text, like we're getting different
Yeah,
reports every single day. But
yeah.
I do firmly believe in whatever capacity it may be, Drew McIntyre will be a champion, a major champion
You
in
gotta be.
2020 in 2025.
I hope he beat Cody, bro. Beat the baby face of the company, bro. Like Gunther, cool. But if we want Drew McIntyre as that dude, as that top heel, he gotta beat Cody, bro. And I'm just gonna say Cody as far as if Cody is the champion. If Cody,
Mhm,
whoever has that championship, Drew McIntyre has to beat him, bro. No Drew McIntyre is the this 2024 Drew is 2000s Triple H, bro.
mhm,
I'm telling you, bro, from the backstage segments to interfering, like what he did, like Drew McIntyre is not a heel, bro. He just real. He's real, bro. He's making wrestling real. Drew McIntyre and KO are not heels in my eyes. We gotta do a video on that, bro. We got to
mhm.
because they're so right that they can't be wrong in this, bro. Like I'm waiting on Drew McIntyre to tell a lie. I'm waiting on KO to tell a lie, bro. Like real talk. And this is
Yeah.
what's making these guys, this is what's making me want them to win. You're right. Cody cheated at Saturday Night Main Event. So we
Yep.
gonna cheer for this guy. Had KO did that and won, everybody would be upset. Cody did that. He threw the chair out the ring. He holding up the belt like he just won his regular schmegler, bro.
Yep.
He's wrong. But
Yeah.
nobody gonna say he's wrong, bro. Cody Rhodes right now is a heel. Now take me home, Dylan. Take me home, bro.
Or
Because take me home, bro. Because man,
Yeah.
the heels are doing WWE's work right now, bro, and I'm loving it.
Well, I think we just kinda summed up our slogan for this show. Over here at Run the Ropes, man, we're gonna take you from turnbuckle to turnbuckle, but we always gonna lock right back in the center of the ring. Now, again, guys, my storyline or feud of the year, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. Um, Breaks is gonna be the bloodline. Again, I think you cannot go wrong with either one.
Yeah.
Has there been other storylines that have gone throughout the year? Yes. However, a lot of people are tired of them as far as Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and the Judgment Day.
And we're just
Um,
talking WWE because I
yes.
know my AEW people like swerved and had some crazy feuds this year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, 2025, we're gonna intermingle a lot more AEW content in this.
Yes.
So don't think that we forgetting them. Like
Yep.
again, Swerve is my guy. I seen him front row versus Adam, Adam Page in that cage match at All In, so or All Out. One of them AEW pay-per-views, bro. I get All In and All Out confused, bro. But like AEW has some great feuds as well, man. But let us know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying? Let us know y'all top feud. Maybe it was a women's, maybe it was an NXT feud. You know what I'm saying? Mello and Trick was this year too. So if y'all would, feeling some of
Yeah,
the
that's true.
NXT feuds, let us know in the comment section below. If it's something that y'all think that we need to check out or Breaking Dylan, y'all need to go look at their feud. We'll do it. I promise y'all we will, man. But other than that, Dylan, you got your boy Unbreakable.
You got Dylan.
And we out.
Peace.
Peace.